This is The Tribe on 99 FM.
Tribe on 99 FM.
It is a Tribe exclusives on 99 FM, and this time around we're joined by the ringmaster. Well, some of you, especially those in the sports world, would know him as such, but many of us know him as Tuffy.
Yeah.
Tafanji,
Yeah.
Tuffy Raw.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Tribe, my brother.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, no, really,
Yeah, thank you very much.
We were really thinking, guys, we're gonna try. We can't just focus on artists, man. Let's
Yeah.
bring out Namibian personalities, and let's start at the very top of the cream de la crop. So, Tafanji, how many years in radio?
Since 2001, so this is now
2001?
yeah, this is now 15 years in broadcast basically for me.
We need to throw a party. That's a cause for celebration.
Sure does.
A cause for celebration.
Yeah.
We can have one hell of a 2015 party, 2016 party just for you, Tuffy.
Yeah, all good.
How did you end up in it? How did you get there?
First and foremost, I think it all started with media. I got
Yeah.
into media in 1996, all because I saw this very, very classy Air Namibia advert. So I told myself I'm going to go into media. Then radio came by because I started affiliating myself with radio personalities.
Yeah.
So I got a gig in 2001, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you were on air? Can you remember
Yeah,
that day?
I got a graveyard shift. It was 4 to 6 in the morning.
4 to 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I worked for
That's
a commercial
like-
radio station, which was
Okay.
24 hours.
All right,
So
okay.
4 a.m. to 6 in the morning, there was a
Yeah.
show, and I jumped on. It wasn't the best, but eventually it worked out. Yeah.
But you were from Zambia originally.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Was that an experience that you had in Zambia? Or?
Yes, I was on radio
Yeah.
in Zambia for a good 2.5 years before I
Wow.
came to Namibia 2003,
Yeah.
2004. I continued here, obviously at campus radio. Then I moved on to a commercial radio station.
Had it always been a passion for you? Was it something that's lying underneath that you really needed to get out there?
It was actually. I'll tell you, I've got cassettes of me recording myself since 1992, 91.
Yeah, boy.
So it just had to
Yeah.
take a step out to say this is what I want to do, and that's basically it.
So
It was
you
always
still have
underlying
them,
them.
you still have them.
I've got the cassettes. Someone has to find
That
me a
means a
cassette
lot.
player. By the way.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore. But
Yeah.
that means a lot because like starting off in 1991, moving
Yeah.
on through till 2016.
That was just the trying phase, trying to get there. Yeah, and
Did
then
you have,
eventually, yeah.
Did you have any people that you used to listen to during that time? Who were your favorite DJs? Where did you get your inspiration from?
It was, the old lady always listened to national radio. So that was just basically, listening to some songs and all. And I eventually got into listening to big radio personalities later in the 90s. The Chilo Lembas of these days, who's currently a big voiceover in South Africa for DSTV and Supersport.
Yeah.
So those are the people I listened to. K-Smashers of those days, but the presenters on DSTV as well. So I got there, and then eventually I made my own trademark as well.
All right, let's move on. Now it's been 15 years down the line.
Yeah.
And you've been in Namibia for quite some time.
Yeah.
From 15 years, all the experience, all the studying, all the being on air, you are now one of the most famous, I can say. I'm not sure, is your show distributed in Southern Africa only or beyond? But your voice is not only in Namibia, not only in Zambia, but it's traveled quite far beyond the borders here. And you are hosting a top 10 show.
It's actually a top 20, yeah.
A top 20 show.
Yeah, the Tuffy Raw top 20.
Tuffy Raw top
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
We only know about, when it comes to those, we know about PJ Butter did that. We know that there was a Coca-Cola top countdown that did that, and it was all over Africa. Let's tell us about that initiative, how it started and how far you plan to take it.
Well, after watching many chat shows, especially on DSTV, you've got Channel O and all, you'd realize that there's a lot of Western and South African music that was topping the charts.
A lot, yes.
So I said, what's up with Namibia? What's
Yeah.
up with Botswana? Malawi, Zambia? We don't see these videos.
Yeah.
Yes, fine, the quality of the videos was not there, but then let's give them a voice to be heard, whether be it on audio. We've got great songs coming out from the SADC region. So 2013, September, I came up with this concept. I said, I'm going to host the Tuffy Raw Top 20. It took me a while to put things together, to get people to listen to me, or would they host the show without a sponsor? And still running without a sponsor, by the way. So they said, okay, fine, let's give it a try. The tough part is that I couldn't get any sponsors, but I jumped on and said, look, this thing has to move whichever way.
Yeah.
So officially, it was on air the 1st of March 2014, and I talked to some broadcasters out there. Some radio stations in Zambia took it, Malawi took it. I'm in talks with East Africa as well,
Yeah.
and people are streaming it on SoundCloud as well, basically. So the initiative was basically just to promote music from the southern part of Africa, but also involve the rest of Africa. We just need that recognition as well. There's good songs coming out from Namibia, like I said,
And we don't have a platform like that. Can you imagine?
Yep.
There's no platform like the Tuffy Raw Top 20 There's none.
The response that you get, especially when you put a song from a different country, let's say Namibia as well, is who did that? How come we've never heard about that person? Can you send us the song?
Yeah.
And I always also just get the permission from the artist, say, can I?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a great honor that you're going to do this for us. I said, okay, fine. I'm going to send it to the radios out there.
It's strange, and because of the fact that Namibian music Namibia is probably one of the countries where our entertainment scene, our music has never been exploited, even just to our neighboring African countries here. What could be the problem? What's the matter? But we know them all. We know them all. We even know artists from Lesotho, Swaziland. We know artists from everywhere in Namibia. And radio stations here constantly promote African music. What could be the problem? What could have happened? Like, aren't we doing enough, or Africa's just not doing enough to pay interest in us?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of a platform. We didn't have the right platform, but I think we have the right platform as of now. So it's time for us to actually make use of that platform. Certain artists just do it for this boundary, for me and my friends.
It's true.
The rest of the artists do it for me and the African continent. But I believe that we've got a very huge platform, such as the Music Awards. We've got the Tribe as well. I think now we're going places. It's all about the platform and the artists basically pushing themselves.
All right. Talking about stages, talking about platforms. You also MC. You host a lot of events. But I really am. I never knew that you were a ringmaster. I was watching boxing one day from the beginning, and it wasn't a match I came and found halfway like I usually do. But I was watching this match and I recognized the voice. And I was like, why does that sound like Tafanji? But it's not on air, and it sounds like boxing. And I go and I see you standing in the middle of the ring. You got a mic, and you're announcing what the match is about, what boxing match is going to happen, who the boxers are. How did that happen? Did you just try sitting in your sitting room one day and you tried to just how does that guy go? Yeah, the ring
Michael Buffer. They say
yes, Michael Buffer.
Yeah, but I've grown up watching Michael Buffer. 1990s when Mike Tyson, the Holyfields, So it didn't really occur to me that maybe I'll be in the ring someday somehow. I've been doing it for 10 years now. 2006, I was just called for a gig. The president of the boxing board said, "Hey, would you like to try boxing?" I said, "Yeah, let's give it a try." It wasn't that easy. I wasn't at the center of the ring. I was at the corner.
So gradually get there eventually.
Gradually get there, but I took hold of the craft and made it my own. And it goes back to the same question that you asked me. Are you creative? Everyone's creative in their own way. It's just a matter of taking what you have an extra mile, basically. But
that was, for me, it was like, what is Tafanji doing in the middle of the boxing ring? Is he probably just announcing or whatnot? But of course, very, very well done. I mean, we're constantly watching, like, opening a match without Tuffy there in Namibia. It's like, it doesn't, there's bad luck for the boxers also. We don't get to enjoy the match that much.
I would like to see the first female ring announcer, actually.
That would be interesting.
I'm looking at you.
Nah, it's okay. I think you hold on to that for now. Let me hold down the other front for now. Okay. Hold on to the ring you for now. All right, now Tuffy, you've obviously grown not only as a presenter, as a personality, an on-air personality, but also as a man. I mean, we know we've partied hard before, but eventually, yes, you got the job, you got it, it's still going to be there, but happiness in life is also very important. And recently you became a dad.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How has that changed you? How has that made you worse or better?
You become better.
Yeah.
That's you see your traits, you see your characteristics in someone else.
Yeah.
Not anyone else, but this is you that you're seeing. Looks like me. The eyes, the nose.
Is it real?
Is it? This is me. But then now, how am I going to take care of myself?
Yeah.
Not me, but myself. This is you now.
Yeah.
So it makes your life very, very different. Yeah. I'm glad to have her around. Her name is Tamika.
Tamika.
Yeah, Tamika.
That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, but it's changed. It changes lives, I must say.
I bet your listeners don't know about this. But of course, that's why we call it the Tribe Exclusives. A lot of people say that you are going to be the next Ike, the guy from Big Brother who hosts. There's a lot of similarities, apparently, between the two of you. The voices, the swags. They say that you would be able to handle that very, very well. Do you plan on venturing into other African countries, into more than just the top 20 with Tuffy Raw? Do you plan on venturing into TV? Have you thought about that?
Well, plans are currently underway.
All right.
But all doing it for the people that are going to represent, obviously.
Absolutely,
that's the artist, basically.
Yeah.
I would love to try African TV.
Yeah?
I'll give it a try.
I think
once
I
the
trust
opportunity
you.
comes up.
No,
then,
I trust that you can do it. I trust that in other African countries you can represent really, really well. I think
Yeah.
that you could do it. You could pull it off.
Well, I'm humbled. by
Yeah,
that.
no
Humbled by
doubt.
that.
Tuffy, thank you very much for coming through and sharing with us.
Thank you very much.
If folks are out there and they're listening and do you have booking contact details in terms of, and if there are other radio stations who are tuned into the tribe right now, how
Yeah.
can they get a hold of your top 20 countdown?
Top 20 countdown. I have a link on SoundCloud, Tuffy Raw, soon to be incorporated on YouTube, and then they can also check out the Tuffy Raw Facebook page, Tuffy Raw on Twitter as well, or send me an email. That's Tafanji, kind of hard to spell, TAFANJI at tuffyrawmedia.com. I'm greatly humbled to have.
No,
have this
thank
chat
you
with
very
as well,
much
yeah.
for coming through.
Yeah.
I think that it's time that, we take this thing beyond our backyards, make this a whole Southern African thing, make this a continental thing. And I think that with the potential that we have in Namibia, there's no doubt that in the next 2, 3, 5 years, we're making this. It's happening. Even your top 10, your top 20, it's gonna go, because the music you play, the way you present it, the way it's put together, it's just got so much potential for more than just Namibia, Zambia, or just Southern Africa. So, no doubt about it.
This is the Tribe on 99
This is
FM.
the Tribe on 99 FM.